Hello and welcome to another tutorial. My name is Mr. Galindo. Today we're going to be looking at a new program called MakerBot Desktop, which is the program we use to 3D print our designs. So you've created a STL file ready for printing. In this situation I've got the same example I used in the last video you probably have watched, which is our front wing for our CO2 car, our F1 car. And you probably now uploaded it to the classroom upload point so that we can transfer it from your computer, whichever one you may be using at the time, to the single computer that controls all the 3D printers. So once you have done this and you've checked with me that it's okay that you can leave the classroom and go and print your file, you can then up and go to that computer, and the first thing you want to do is open up the MakerBot desktop program, which looks like that icon there with a big M. Now this can also be found just about here on the toolbar. So once you've started this, you need to get your file downloaded. Now all you would want to do is click on Done or Not Done, find your name, click on your file, open a new tab, download. Once it appears in the bottom corner here, you simply drag it onto the program, MakerBot. And once you've done that, we're ready to print pretty much. There's a few things you need to check first. So to start with, we need to be connected to a printer. Now you can actually basically select connect to a printer from the devices drop down on that computer. They're all set up ready to go. You need to make sure you pick one and that the grey bar down the bottom says ready to print. If you've connected one that is printing, it'll probably have a red bar coming along it, and so you'll have to wait until that one is done. Therefore, try and pick one that's ready to go. At this point you need to check the settings. So you go to the settings option, and we just want to check what kind of quality we are printing at. In this situation we don't need to go anything other than standard. Okay, so just select standard and use that. Please don't touch any of the settings over here, they're all set up pretty much perfectly. At this point my suggestion would be that we increase the size of your object. So you need to go to size and then click your object, and we're going to increase the scale to 102. The reason for this, and the reason for increasing it ever so slightly, is because the plastic, as we've talked about, when it is put down it's melted, and when it is finished being put down, it shrinks ever so slightly. So to make sure it's actually accurate, I always increase the scale by 102%. Now the first time you do this, it changes it. The second time you do it, it applies the change to the previous change. So if I had done that by 102, I would have changed it by 2%, and then I would have changed it by another 2%, which isn't the same basically. So just make sure you only do that once. From there you might want to just reposition it somewhere along the base here, the bed of our 3D printer. I generally leave it roughly in the middle, and then you can just select print after you've selected anything else that you need to do, such as maybe putting your other 3D print on, which of course you can. You can add multiple prints to one print, but you don't really want to go above 1 or 2, and they need to be reasonably well separated. From that point, press print and you'll watch your creation be formed. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to seeing your 3D prints soon.